Just like so many other projects at Lucasfilm, the Lando series starring Donald Glover has been in production hell at Disney for years, despite the fact that nobody was really asking for this after the absolute failure of Solo: A Star Wars Story. Kathleen Kennedy made a big announcement years ago that a Lando series starring Donald Glover would be headed to Disney+. But then the writer who was supposed to be heading the thing up said he hadn't heard from Lucasfilm in years and that maybe he was too black or too gay to have this job. Well, it wasn't long after that Lucasfilm made a new announcement that Justin Simien was being kicked off and replaced by Donald Glover and his brother Steven. Well, now today we just got new information that this thing continues to evolve, that now it's no longer a Lando series, and in fact, it's a movie. Even though we just had a Star Wars Celebration where they stood up and told us what the new movies in production were, we've got a new one apparently with Lando. Lando, starring Donald Glover, is being changed from a TV series to a movie. And it was confirmed by co-writer Stephen Glover. And we might as well get to this right here. This is on the Pablo Torre podcast. Pablo Torre works for ESPN, last I knew, so he must do this podcast on the side. But he's talking to Donald Glover's brother, Steven.
Steve and his brother Donald are now making a widely reported and super highly anticipated new Star Wars show, a Lando Calrissian show.
Well, highly anticipated. I don't know about that.
For Disney Plus, or at least I thought they were until now.
No, yeah, I mean, I could pretty much be like, yeah, we're doing it's not even a show.
Should we bleep it?
I'm sure like the nerds will figure it out anyway.
Great.
They'll read my lips or something.
But wait, you said it's not even a show?
No, the idea right now is to do a movie, but like that's the thing. Like right now, because of the strike, it's kind of like telephone. All the information
Wait,
coming
so I can
out.
be an information.
And that's kind of one of the things I thought was weird about it was, during the strike, really, I don't know how much conversations they're supposed to be having about a project that's in development like this. But it wasn't that long after the fact that Lucasfilm confirmed to Variety that, yes, in fact, what Stephen Glover said is true. The Lando series has now been turned into a movie. Again, as a follow-up to something like Solo: A Star Wars Story, where I'm not going to say that Donald Glover was like terrible as Lando or anything. It felt like he was doing a Lando imitation. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing about that, certainly. He wasn't the worst part about that movie by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't know how many people are sitting there begging for a Lando movie to come out. Now, maybe it still will be on Disney+, who knows? I guess they didn't officially say it would go out in theaters. Maybe it'll still be on Disney+, but this is official from Lucasfilm. Donald Glover's Star Wars series Lando is now a movie. News broke in July that Donald and Stephen Glover had been tapped by Disney and Lucasfilm to replace Justin Simien as the writers of a new Lando television series, but not so fast. The project's actually being developed as a Lando movie, Lucasfilm confirmed to Variety. Glover debuted as a young Lando Calrissian in 2017's Star Wars tentpole Solo, which is a notable box office disappointment. Well, you could just say flop. It's fine if you just say flop. But Lucasfilm did confirm this afterwards. Really, the last we heard from Donald Glover about any of this was back in April, where he said this. We're talking about it. That's as much as I can say without Kathleen Kennedy hunting me down. Oh man, I guess Kathleen Kennedy's still in charge of Lucasfilm. Strange how that works. And he would go on to talk about, I'd love to play Lando again. I don't want it to be a cash grab or anything, but I'd really love to play the character again. It looks like that's happening, and it looks like it's going to be a movie. Not sure how big the demand will be for that. Not sure if it's going to be released in theaters. And let's be quite frank, who knows what's going to happen with anything Star Wars, whether it's been announced or hasn't been announced yet, considering all the chaos that is constantly going on at Lucasfilm. This thing's been in production hell. Maybe it ends up staying there. I guess we'll see. But breaking news from Stephen Glover himself, confirmed by Lucasfilm, the Lando series is now a Lando movie, at least for now. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.